Introduction to Environmental Engineering. Environment: the surroundings of physical system that may interact with the system by exchanging mass, energy, or other properties. The physical and biological factors along with their chemical interactions that affect an organism or a group of organisms. Two types of environment: natural environment and built environment. Natural environment encompasses all living and non-living things occurring naturally in the area, while built environment refers to the human-made surroundings that provide the settings for human activity. Environmental engineering is the application of science and engineering principles to protect and utilize natural resources, control environmental pollution, improve environmental quality, to enable healthy ecosystem and comfortable habitation of human. It is also based on multiple disciplines including geology, hydrology, biology, chemistry, physics, medicine, engineering, management, economics, law, and many more. Environmental engineering activities involve water supply, wastewater management, solid waste management, air pollution control, noise pollution control, radiation protection, environmental sustainability, public health issues, environmental impact assessment, hazardous waste management, treatment of contaminated land, hazard prevention and mitigation, climate change adaptation and mitigation, and renewable energy. History of environmental engineering. 1854, one of the first major realizations that the bad water led to disease. A cholera outbreak in London resulted in 10,000 deaths. John Stowe, a doctor, prepared a map showing the address of victims and found they mostly clustered around a single water pump. 1880 to 1920s, water treatment systems at the end of the sewerage systems began to appear. 1962, birth of environmental movement in U.S. as Rachel Carson publishes Silent Spring about the dangers inherited in the misuse of chemicals. In 1970, Gaylord Nelson founds Earth Day, April 22. 1970, EPA was created. 1972, Clean Water Act. 1974, Safe Drinking Water Act. Divisions of the field of environmental engineering. Number 1, environmental impact assessment and mitigation. Number 2, water supply and treatment. Number 3, wastewater conveyance and treatment. Number 4, air quality management. Environmental impact assessment and mitigation. It is a decision-making tool. In this division, engineers and scientists assess the impacts of a proposed project on environmental conditions. If impacts are expected, then they develop mitigating measures to limit or prevent such impacts. Water supply and treatment. Engineers and scientists work to secure water supplies for potable and agricultural use. Water is treated to achieve water quality objectives for the end users. Wastewater conveyance and treatment. Engineers and scientists develop collection and treatment systems to carry this waste material away from where people live and produce the waste and discharge it into the environment. Air quality management. This field is beginning to overlap with energy efficiency and the desire to reduce carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gas emissions from combustion processes. Ecology of life. Ecology, coined in 1886 by the German scientist Ernest Haeckel, ancient Greek philosophers such as Hippocrates and Aristotle laid the foundation of ecology in their studies in natural history. comes from the Greek word oikos, which means house, and logos, which means study. Ecology is a study of interactions of organisms with one another and with their physical environment. Topic of interest includes the biodiversity, distribution, biomass, and population of organisms, as well as cooperation and competition within and between species. It overlaps with closely related sciences of evolutionary biology, genetics, and ethology. Ecologists seek to explain life processes, interactions, and adaptations, the movement of materials and energy through living communities, the successional development of ecosystems, the abundance and distribution of organisms and biodiversity in the context of the environment. Biosphere, the living lobe. Biosphere is the part of Earth in which life exists. Biomass, waste materials from plants or animals that is not used for food or feed. It is used in various industrial processes like energy production or as raw materials for manufacturing chemicals. Biodiversity generally refers to the variety and variability of life on Earth. Typically measures variation at the genetic, species, and ecosystem level. Population ecology studies the dynamics of species populations and how these populations interact with the wider environment. Malthusian growth model, Thomas Malthus' exponential law of population growth. Primary law of population ecology states a population will grow or decline exponentially as long as the environment experienced by all individuals in that population remains constant. Simplified population models usually starts with 4 variables: death, birth, immigration, and emigration. Ecosystem. Small ecological unit consists of a given area's physical features and living organisms. All biotic and abiotic factors in a given area make up an ecosystem. Ecological succession, the process by which an existing community is gradually replaced by another community. Every organism affects environmental conditions around it. There are two types of succession: primary succession and secondary succession. Primary succession occurs in places where no living community existed before, or on a newly formed volcanic island. Pioneer species begin to grow. Secondary succession occurs in areas where natural disasters or human activities have wiped out an existing living community. Pioneer species colonize the area and gradually change conditions so that they are favorable for other species. Ecological pyramids, graphical representation designed to show the biomass or bioproductivity at each trophic level in a given ecosystem. There are 3 types of ecological pyramids. They are productivity pyramids or pyramids of energy. The second one is the pyramid of biomass, and the last one is the pyramid of numbers. Pyramid of energy shows the procreation or turnover in biomass, shows total amount of incoming energy at each trophic level. Pyramid of biomass shows how much biomass is present in the organism at each trophic level. While pyramid of numbers represents the number of organisms in each trophic level. They may be upright, inverted, or dumbbell shaped. Ecology is the meaning of life. Naturally evolved ecosystems are marvels that makes Earth habitable. Yet suddenly and all life are threatened. Ecology is far more than the study of life and its environment. Ecosystems make Earth habitable, providing water, food, air, shelter, and more everything that we need and desire to live well. The Earth as a whole is a living organism, similar biologically to a cell, plant, animal, or ecosystem. Ecosystem collapse. Humankind's demand for resources and growth overwhelms nature. Our steady diminishment of ecosystems abruptly changes climate, and this is collapsing the biosphere. Human destruction of natural ecosystems and disintegrating climatic integrity are already past critical thresholds. The human family is epically failing to protect and restore ecosystems and reduce greenhouse gas emission fast enough to avert global ecosystem collapse, achieve ecological sustainability, and enjoy universal well-being forever. These are the environmental laws here in the Philippines. That's all. Thank you for watching.